the May Adam Law Firm, American Bank and Trust, Pierre Regional Airport, Nystrom Electrical Contracting, Access Health Fort Pierre, the Corner Station, and Black Hills Federal Credit Union. And Governor Basketball is brought to you in part by Hawaii Federal Credit Union, TMA, Happy Sunshine Properties, Wagner Auto, Dakota Plains Federal Credit Union, the Lariat Lanes, the Ramkota Hotel and Conference Center, Birding Electric, Bauman Lumber, and Venture Communications. These special in-game sponsors bring you Governor Basketball. Bank West, the South Dakota Office of Highway Safety, Montana Dakota Utilities, the South Dakota Attorney General's Office, Division of Consumer Protection, Dakota Mart in Fort Pierre, Agtegra, CHS River Plains, Family Dental of Pierre and Gettysburg, Bauman Lumber, and Wagner Auto.
Now, here, Governor Basketball.
Thanks for joining us, everybody. Getting ready for what should be a very good AA match between the Pierre Governors and the home Mitchell Kernels. I'm Jason Andera, and looking forward to doing some live basketball action here on KGFX 1060 AM and 103.1 FM. You also can watch the game on Live Ticket TV. We are still playing the freshman game here. They're still late in the third quarter, so we've got a little time to tell you what to expect in the varsity game coming up at the completion of this one. Just so you know, Mitchell ahead 22-18. Had a close one throughout this freshman game, and we'll give you an update on that before that ends and we get ready for our varsity matchup. Your Pierre Governors sitting at 12-5. They're riding a 3-game win streak, and they sit currently at number 6 in the seed points in the AA standings. They face off against the Mitchell Kernels, who won their first 15 games of the season, finally suffered their first loss of the year on Tuesday night to Washington. So they come in at 15-1 and currently number 2 in the AA standings. And as you know, as we close out the regular season, those seed points flex quite a bit over the next 2 or 3 games, and especially you want to jockey for a good position as we head into the SODAC 16 in just a couple of weeks. Last season, these two teams played. It was similar part of the season. On February 17th, the Govs had one of their better games of the season. They notched a 64-48 win as they marched all the way to the number 2 spot in the state tournament last year. And the last time that Pierre played here in the Corn Palace was 2 years ago. And that year, the Kernels got the best of the Govs, 45-41. So they've split the last 2 meetings between them. And tonight, the Kernels and Govs will go at it again. A chance for the Govs to move up or down in the standings as they hit that home stretch. Just 3 regular season games left before that SODAC 16, where you can punch your ticket to the state tournament. You're going to want to hang out right here with us on the Bank West pregame show. We've got an interview coming up with Mitchell head coach Dave Brooks. He's going to talk about his team's resurgent season and what happened on Tuesday night in their first loss. We'll also talk to Governor Coach Kirk Bebout, and he will tell us what they're focusing on as they approach the end of their regular season. You're listening to the Bank West pregame show on KGFX 1060 AM, 103.1 FM. We'll be right back.
From the early days of South Dakota statehood through today's digital revolution, Bank West has remained committed to helping customers and communities succeed. Bank West Associates uphold this commitment by developing innovative products, tailoring financial solutions to customer needs, and actively supporting community causes. For a bank committed to helping you and your community prosper, choose Bank West. Bank West, convenient, connected, committed. Member FDIC.
There's an app for everything, including high school sports, from the stations of DRG Media Groups. Download the DRG News app from the App Store or Google Play. It takes only a moment, so you'll have it in time for this game. See live and archive video of all games. And when you select your favorite station during the live stream, the video will immediately pop up. See Central South Dakota high school sports on your phone or mobile device with the DRG News app. Download it now from the App Store or Google Play.
Happy Leap Month from Beck Motor Company of Pierre. We are celebrating that extra day with $29 off a light detail and $29 for a hand wash in our detail department. In our parts department, we have buy 3 tires and get 1 free. As always, we have the price match guarantee. See all our vehicle offers and specials at www.beck-motors.com. 224-5912.
Dakota Storm Roofing is a locally owned roofing company in Pierre, specializing in both residential and commercial roofing services. They can handle your asphalt shingle, metal roofing, and flat roof needs. New construction, plus all types of roof repairs. They can handle the finishing touches, adding fascia, soffit, and gutters too. No job is too big or too small. For a free estimate, call Dakota Storm Roofing at 280-9794. Go to dakotastormroofing.com or find them on Facebook or Instagram.
Welcome back. We're at the world's only Corn Palace getting ready for some varsity action between the Pierre Governors and the Mitchell Kernels. We're still a little behind right here. The freshman game just got underway in the fourth quarter. The JV game went overtime earlier, pushed everything back a little bit. So we're going to have tip-off a little after 7 o'clock, but we hope you stay right here on KGFX 1060 AM and 103.1 FM for our Bank West pregame show. We've got a lot coming up. We're going to start by talking about AA basketball this year, and it's been a very fun season in AA basketball, and this is the time of the year when teams make a push, playing at their best, and really want to earn seed points to get into a good position going into the SODAC 16, which decides whether you are going to the state tournament or not. Around the state tonight, right here in Mitchell, this could be the game of the night between the Govs and the Kernels. Really looking forward to that. Some other games going on in AA around the state. Washington visits Roosevelt. Washington coming off that big win, still sitting in the 9 spot right now, looking to get in the top 8 so they can host a SODAC 16 game. They take on Roosevelt. Spearfish is going to be at Brandon. Spearfish playing good basketball this year, but nobody playing better than the Brandon Valley Lynx right now in AA basketball. Douglas will go across the state. They're going to take on Harrisburg. Rapid City Stevens, staying home in the Black Hills, will take on Sturgis. Aberdeen Central is at Brookings, and Huron will go to Watertown. So almost a full slate of AA games on Friday night as we approach President's Day weekend. Tomorrow, a couple more games. Douglas taking on Brandon Valley as they stay out in the metro area of Sioux Falls after taking on Harrisburg. We just move over a little bit east and take on Brandon Valley. Spearfish, they'll stay out East River as well as they swap spots with Douglas and take on Harrisburg on Saturday. And Mitchell, they'll stay right here. They'll take on Roosevelt. So Roosevelt will play back-to-back games, and so will Mitchell, playing back-to-back games tonight and tomorrow against Roosevelt. The media rankings come out every Monday, but we're paying a little less attention to media rankings and a little more attention to the seed points. Let's take a look at those standings right now. O'Gorman sits at number 1 in the seed. They are 18-0. They still have a game coming up against Mitchell, so they'll try to secure that number 1 spot by going the rest of the season undefeated, as Mitchell will stay within striking distance at number 2, now at 15-1, as they've got 3 more games to play to see if they can move up to possibly that number 1 seed. The number 3 team we talked about, the Brandon Valley Lynx, one of the hottest teams right now in AA. They are sitting at 12-3 after a 2-3 start this season. They are looking really solid at that 3 spot right now. Number 4, Sioux Falls Jefferson, and that's who the Pierre Governors will be playing against on Tuesday night. I'll be with you for that one as well. And Jefferson sitting at 14-4 right now. Number 5 is Harrisburg at 10-6. Your Pierre Governors at 12-5, right there in that 6th spot. Number 7, Spearfish 11-5, and then the 8th spot, the all-important 8th spot, the last spot in the SODAC 16 where you get a home game. Right now it is Rapid City Stevens at 9-8, and number 9, Washington at 8-9. So that's the 2 teams that would play each other, and Washington playing well right now after that big win off against Mitchell. They will hope to move into that top 8. 10 spot Aberdeen Central, 11 Rapid City Central, 12 is Huron, 13 is Watertown, Brookings at 14, Yankton hanging in there at 15, Roosevelt with that last spot at 16, and right now, as of right now, Sturgis, Lincoln, and Douglas sit outside that top 16 for a chance to go to the SODAC 16. If the SODAC 16 were to take place right now, you'd have the 6 versus 6 versus 11 seeds. Yeah, that would be the Pierre Governors hosting Rapid City Central. Of course, they played earlier this season, and that would be a rematch that would be fun to watch. But we'll see if Pierre can maybe move up with a hot end to their regular season. The South Dakota Office of Highway Safety celebrates being part of a team, and they remind us all that snow means slow. Slow down and drive for winter conditions. You are listening to the Bank West pregame show. Coming up, we're going to hear from both head coaches, Dave Brooks and Kirk Bebout. They will fill us in on what they're focusing in on as they get ready for this playoff push game here in Mitchell. We'll be right back.
Do you love watching high school sports but find yourself wanting to be more involved? LiveTicket.tv has the solution for you. They're looking for production managers to assist for this school year. Duties include the management of equipment as well as basic technological understanding. But don't stress, paid training will be provided. Part-time wages starting at $20 per hour. Call 833-605-LIVE, extension 2. That's 833-605-5483, extension 2. And punch your ticket to joining one of the fastest growing companies in South Dakota.
Chances are you're overlooking a big energy thief in your home or commercial building. The Garage Doors. But Overhead Door Company of Pierre can help stop that energy waste with a full range of insulated, weather-tight garage doors. Their residential garage doors give you insulated performance at an uninsulated price. And their Thermocore insulated steel doors give commercial buildings the energy efficiency they demand today. Find out more. Call Overhead Door Company of Pierre at 1-800-649-9905 and put a stop to the garage door energy thief.
Have you found yourself worrying about inflation and market volatility? Considering, what should I do? Can I do anything? Am I going to be okay? The Ranky Gray team has been coaching their clients through these tumultuous times for over 35 years. Let us discover what easy, time-tested adjustments can be made for you. For a free second opinion, our team can be reached at 605-224-5959. Let's start today.
Securities offered through LPL Financial, member FINRA. Investment advisory services offered through New Edge Advisors LLC. A registered investment advisor. New Edge Advisors LLC and Ranky Gray Wealth Management are separate entities from LPL Financial.
From the early days of South Dakota statehood through today's digital revolution, Bank West has remained committed to helping customers and communities succeed. Bank West associates uphold this commitment by developing innovative products, tailoring financial solutions to customer needs, and actively supporting community causes. For a bank committed to helping you and your community prosper, choose Bank West. Bank West. Convenient, connected, committed. Member FDIC.
Welcome back to Mitchell, South Dakota. We're at the Corn Palace right now. The freshman game taking a little longer because the JV game went into overtime. So we'll be starting the varsity game here a little after 7 o'clock. But we've got a good one here as the freshmen are tied up 23-23. Just under 3 minutes left in the fourth quarter. Let's continue with our Bank West pregame show right here on KGFX 1060 AM and 103.1 FM. We talked to Coach Dave Brooks. They weren't expecting to start their season 15-0. He's told me that a number of times, but they just continued to win and win. And they finally suffered their first loss last Tuesday, and I had a chance to catch up with him to talk about that game and what that means for them moving forward. All right, talking to Dave Brooks, now head coach of Mitchell, and obviously, you know, you look at your schedule, 15 wins in a row. You had the loss on Tuesday night. Just go through what happened on Tuesday for you guys.
Well, we're trying to figure out if it was a combination. We just couldn't make a shot, or it was Washington's defense. So it's probably a little bit of both. I mean, we shot 21 or 22%. That's the worst we shot all year. Might be a reason for that. Maybe the burden of being 15-0 we don't talk about it. Maybe, and Washington's length. I mean, they started a kid 5'7", everybody else is 5'10" to 6'2", which is taller than us. So it made it a little bit of an issue when we got in the lane a little bit. So, but we just couldn't hit a shot from outside. And again, whether it was at us or was at Washington, it's probably a little bit of both. They're a good team. I told the kids they were 7-9, but they've had the toughest schedule of anybody in the AA. So it's don't be fooled by their record. And then I've talked to people since then. They go, geez, they're pretty good. I go, well, are they surprised you? I said, not really, because I scouted them. I looked at them. And 23, Grace Peterson's a good player. And so they good night for them.
And they shot 50% from three as well. Is that a focus for you guys defensively, playing a team like Pierre who shoots from the outside as well?
Well, we try to play the percentages and say we don't want to give up. We want to win the game in the paint. We want to get more layups than the other team does. We'll take our chance with the three-point shot because historically that's a lower percentage shot than what something is in the paint. So it didn't work out for us the other night. But I mean, we'll know that we've got to watch Dupree and Barry. They're the two best three-point shooters. At least we got to be in the vicinity. And if they start going off, then we got to try to tighten it down because they're pretty good players.
For people who don't watch a lot of Mitchell Kernel basketball, tell us about Sawyer Stabner coming off of an all-state season and, again, having a fantastic senior year.
Well, she's 5'9", but she plays a lot bigger than that. She probably, for us, kind of plays all over. We have stuff for her down low, and she's worked on her outside shooting. So now that the three-point shooting's kind of been an obsession for her, but she's now over 30% for the season shooting from the three. And she can handle the ball. She's just a strong kid. She has spent a ton of time, in the off season and during the season, just almost maybe sometimes too much. Like maybe take a little bit of a rest. But she's just a hard worker and very talented girl. She does some things when she goes to the hoop and the angles that she makes layups and her footwork. It's just kind of like I tell people. We don't coach yet. That's just a God-given talent, and we're thankful that she's on our team.
You're doing something right. You talked about not talking about 15 wins in a row, and I know that wasn't a goal for you guys this year. But how has the team reacted after that loss? Are they fired up and ready for tonight?
Well, I think so. We kind of had a little talk the next day because we kind of felt maybe we lost our focus a little bit, and it was like it was a loss and it meant something to some of the kids. It was kind of a tough deal, but we go 15-1. There's no way we could have even envisioned we'd be 15-1 after 16 games. So it's over now. Now let's just go play. Can we get back to who we are, just having some fun? And I hope tonight that happens. We have a good team in Pierre that we'll be facing, so that'll be a test. But we've played, the Harrisburgs, the Jeffersons, we played Washington, we played Stevens. So it's that caliber team, and we've been able to hang with those girls. So hopefully, all that other stuff is kind of behind us. Now we got 3 games at home. Let's get something done here.
So there's some wise words from Dave Brooks, his second year coaching a Mitchell Kernel varsity team here, and he is ready. Like he said, I think these players are pumped up to come off that first loss and show what they can do. Pierre also is pumped up and ready to go for one of their biggest challenges of the season. And when we come back on the Bank West pregame show, we'll hear from head coach Kirk Bebout on what their focus is tonight. You're listening to the pregame show on KGFX, 1060 AM and 103.1 FM.
Why am I so sore?
There are everyday moments.
Hey, hold the ladder! Oh.
Yeah, that hurt.
And there are epic moments. When a moment creates a health need, visit the experts at Avera Orthopedics. We're moving health forward so you can tell the story. Learn more at avera.org/orthopedics.
Capital City Ford Lincoln Toyota in Pierre is here for you. When you're looking for a new vehicle, they make it easy. All available vehicle information so you can spend less time researching, more time enjoying your purchase. Shop their extensive inventory from home at capitalcityfordtoyota.com or stop in to Capital City Ford Lincoln Toyota at 518 East Sioux Avenue in Pierre. Count on them for your service needs with convenient scheduling and in-stock parts. Capital City Ford Lincoln Toyota in Pierre, 605-224-7378.
Do you dream of a custom home built within your budget and done on time? Kruger Contracting can make that dream a reality. They're a trusted home builder since 2003, and they're going to be upfront and open about cost and transparent about where your money is going when it comes to your new home. Their skilled crew will manage construction of your new home from start to finish. They're located in Pierre and can build your home in Pierre, Fort Pierre, or the surrounding area. Call 605-222-2523. Visit KrugerContracting.com or find Kruger Contracting on Facebook.
Century Business Products is a proud supporter of South Dakota High School athletics and proud to provide the most reliable Kyocera copiers and printers to schools and businesses in the area, all backed by their 5-time nationally awarded Kyocera servicing team. Are you looking to control color costs? Looking to reduce printers? Are you looking for more efficient ways to scan documents? Or maybe you'd like to become more paperless? Look no further than Century Business Products. Call 800-529-1950 and see how they're powering business technology.
Welcome back to Mitchell, South Dakota. The Pierre Governors and the Mitchell Kernels getting set to take off in varsity action. We're going to be a little bit after 7 o'clock for our tip. The JV game went to overtime, and now the freshman game coming down to the final seconds, just under 30 seconds. Pierre with a 1-point lead. But we'll continue with our Bank West pregame show and talk about the Pierre Governors. They have won 3 in a row now, beating Yankton, Huron, and Brookings since their last loss. They haven't played a team over 500, though, since they lost back-to-back games against O'Gorman and Harrisburg. So a huge test tonight for the Pierre Governors. Before the game, I had a chance to catch up with Kirk Bebout on his thoughts on the upcoming game. Here with Kirk Bebout talking about Pierre basketball and a big one tonight. You've got a couple of big games coming up, but this is a good test for you guys to play one of the top teams in the state.
Yeah, no doubt. I mean, they're all important games, and we, try to approach them all the same. But obviously, with the year that Mitchell's having, it stands out as a big one for us, and it'll be a great test. They play super hard, so we know that we have to bring our A game, and that's good. That's what we want this time of year because we want to know where we're at and what we need to do. So regardless of what happens, this game will help us be ready going into the postseason.
Now, as a coach, you're working on stuff all season long. I know that, but at this point in the year, you've gone through a lot of the basics. What do you need to fine-tune? What are you working on in practices right now as you head into, playoff time?
Yeah, I mean, I think you said it. I mean, we are kind of who we are, but you just want to fine-tune some things and tie up some loose ends and kind of go back to the basics, honestly. Like, rebounding at this time of year is so important. And so, like you said, fine-tuning, but then also, like, just reinforcing those fundamentals that we started with on day one.
Let's take a little closer look at the Mitchell Kernels tonight. Obviously, Sawyer Stabner is somebody you have to plan a little bit for, but they've got some shooters as well. What do you have to focus on against Mitchell tonight?
Yeah, I mean, they're well constructed. I mean, I think you're right to mention Stabner and what she does for them. I mean, it revolves around her, and she plays so hard, and I think all the other girls feed off that, and they all play really hard. But the way they're constructed, they have shooters all around her. They got good ball handlers. They got a post that finishes really well and catches well. So they're just really well-rounded. So, I mean, I think it starts by, limiting fast break opportunities so they'll get out and go, and then trying to keep Stabner out of the lane whenever possible, because when she can get into the lane area, she has dump downs and kickouts. So we've got our work cut out for us.
So there's a word from Kirk Bebout getting ready for tonight's game. And, of course, we talked about Sawyer Stabner, the main cog for this Mitchell Kernel team. She's averaging 15.7 points per game, shooting 44% from the field, is committed to go to Black Hills State next year. And it's looking like she's probably going to be a 2-time All-State selection coming off her All-State year as a junior. So that will keep the Pierre Governors' hands full for tonight. We are winding down the freshman game, just a few ticks left on the clock. So the varsity game getting pushed back well past our 7 o'clock scheduled start time. But we'll be here for you to introduce some of the starting lineups and preview this game a little further on the Bank West pregame show right here on KGFX 1060 AM and 103.1 FM. We'll be right back.
At American Family Insurance, we help protect what you've achieved so you can fearlessly go after your dreams. For auto, home, business, and life, contact us today. American Family Insurance. Insure carefully, dream fearlessly.
American Family Insurance, Life Mutual, Standard of Ohio, Wisconsin Company, 6000 American Parkway, Madison, Wisconsin, 53783.
Call the Brittany Shufflebine Agency, LLC, with offices in Pierre, Oneida, and Gettysburg.
Happy Leap Month from Beck Motor Company of Pierre. We are celebrating that extra day with $29 off a light detail and $29 for a hand wash in our detail department. In our parts department, we have buy 3 tires and get 1 free. As always, we have the price match guarantee. See all our vehicle offers and specials at www.beck-motors.com. 224-5912.
Dakota Storm Roofing is a locally owned roofing company in Pierre, specializing in both residential and commercial roofing services. They can handle your asphalt shingle, metal roofing, and flat roof needs. New construction, plus all types of roof repairs. They can handle the finishing touches, adding fascia, soffit, and gutters too. No job is too big or too small. For a free estimate, call Dakota Storm Roofing at 280-9794. Go to dakotastormroofing.com or find them on Facebook or Instagram.
Do you love watching high school sports but find yourself wanting to be more involved? LiveTicket.tv has the solution for you. They're looking for production managers to assist for this school year. Duties include the management of equipment as well as basic technological understanding. But don't stress, paid training will be provided. Part-time wages starting at $20 per hour. Call 833-605-LIVE, extension 2. That's 833-605-5483, extension 2. And punch your ticket to joining one of the fastest growing companies in South Dakota.
Welcome back. We are here at the world's only Corn Palace. I'm Jason Andera, and we've got the Pierre Governors visiting the number 2 Mitchell Kernels in one of the biggest tests of the season for these Governors. We just finished up our freshman game. They put 15 minutes on the clock to warm up for the varsity team right now. So it'll be closer to a 7:30 tip time than the scheduled 7 o'clock tip time. So you're stuck with me for the next 20 minutes to talk high school basketball and talk about these Governors and these Kernels. We're going to talk about the starting lineups brought to you by Montana Dakota Utilities. Let's take a look at who's going to be starting for these two teams. For the home Mitchell Kernels, they'll start with Lauren Van Overshield. She's a junior. She's averaging 9.7 points per game this year, shooting 45% from the field, a very steady presence in the Kernel backcourt. Sawyer Stabner, we talked about her a little bit, their senior guard, maybe the best guard in the state, definitely the best scorer on this team, 15.7 points per game, but she also rebounds at 7.1 rebounds per game, 4.6 assists per game, and nearly 4 steals per game. And she has really raised her outside shooting recently and started out the year closer to the 20-25% range from three-pointers and has raised it to 32% right now. So she is one to watch tonight. She's number 14. Carson White, the junior, 5'6" guard, also starting in the backcourt, averaging about 5 points per game this year. Addie Simpson, the sophomore, is their second leading scorer, 12.8 points per game. Played a lot last year as a freshman and getting a lot more comfortable in the rotation has been one of the key threats for the Kernels all season long. She's shooting 34% from three, so another shooter the Govs will have to watch from beyond the arc today is sophomore Addie Simpson. And in the post, look for Allison Meyerlink, 6.3 points per game, almost 4 boards per game, a good shooter from the inside, over 50% from her field goal range so far this season. So that's your starters for the Mitchell Kernels. For the Pierre Governors, Gracelyn Taylor gets it started, the junior, 5'5", will be starting for the Govs tonight, and she's averaging right around 4.4 points per game right now, 1.7 rebounds. Lennox Dupree leads the team in three-pointers so far this year, shooting 30% from beyond the arc and is averaging 14.9 points per game, 4 rebounds a game, 2.8 assists, and a huge 4.6 steals per game. The junior has really stepped up and had a breakout season this year. Her senior backcourt mate, Ryan Berry, also starting 5'8" senior, averaging 10.9 points per game, 4.9 rebounds per game, and 4.6 assists per game. So a very good passing team. Ryan Berry's had an outstanding season. And then, of course, Reese Terwilliger on the inside, an instant mismatch for a lot of posts in AA, averaging 13.4 points per game, 5.1 rebounds per game, leads the team in blocks as well. And Elise Christofferson, one of the grittiest players you will find, always giving 110%, 3.8 points per game, 4.8 rebounds per game, and over 3 assists per game for Elise. We'll introduce our game officials now, brought to you by the South Dakota Attorney General's Office, Division of Consumer Protection. Leanne Hall, Doug Rusink, and Chad Voskel will be our officials. The Law on the Court is brought to you by the South Dakota Attorney General's Office, Division of Consumer Protection. I think I read the wrong officials. That was my notes from last game. But this game, it's Jeff Hanfler, Tom Hauglid, and Corey Aldrich are our officials for this game. But my apologies. Again, brought to you by the South Dakota Attorney General's Office. Let's take a look at the matchup between these two teams. Let's compare the tail of the tape. Their field goal percentage for both teams. Mitchell wins in that department, shooting 41% from the field. Pierre shooting 37% from the field. From three-point range, the Mitchell girls shooting 33%. Right now, the Pierre girls shooting 26%, although they have improved much in the second half of this season so far. From the free throw stripe, it's the Mitchell girls again shooting 62%. The Pierre girls shooting 55%. Points per game is nearly identical. Pierre averaging 54 points per game, where the Mitchell girls averaging 53.9. Rebounding numbers also very similar. 28 rebounds per game for the Pierre girls. Mitchell 28.1. So it's been a toss-up between these two teams as far as how they've hit the boards. The assists per game is what stands out to me. The Pierre girls do a great job of sharing the ball. 16.4 assists per game. Mitchell averaging just 12.3 assists per game. But Mitchell, on the other hand, also committing less turnovers per game. So as we look at the tail of the tape, two pretty similar teams on the boards. Pierre passes a little better. Mitchell has shot the ball a little bit better so far this year. Let's take a look at some upcoming games here on KGFX. Saturday, you're going to want to hear Brian Oakland. He'll be doing reports from the Central South Dakota Region Wrestling Tournaments, covering all the CSD teams, Regions 3A, 1B, 3B, and 4B. That coverage starts 11 a.m. to 8 p.m. Tuesday, I'll be back with you on KGFX as we cover Pierre girls as they visit the Sioux Falls Jefferson Cavaliers. That one is going to be a good one, slated for a 7 o'clock start. The boys will be on River 92.7 FM with Brian Oakland as they also take on Jefferson. Thursday through Saturday, it's that time of the year. State wrestling in Sioux Falls. There'll be reports on Thursday and Friday, plus some live coverage of all the championship matches on Saturday afternoon with Brian Oakland. And then Friday night, the Pierre girls take on the Sioux Falls Roosevelt Rough Riders, and that will be at Riggs High Gym. Spencer Gosh from KMLO FM will call that one. The boys are at Sioux Falls Roosevelt on River 92.7, and that'll be Brian Oakland who's going to call that game in addition to bringing you that state wrestling coverage. So a lot coming up here on KGFX 1060 AM and 103.1 FM. We will get you set for tip-off. Still 7 minutes on the clock before introductions. We will get you set up for the game between the Pierre Governors and the Mitchell Kernels coming up right after this on the Bank West pregame show.
Hey, new guy. Shovel, right?
Yeah, right. You know, I'm not exactly new. I've seen some action.
Yeah, what's your story?
Hey, my last gig, I nearly got electrocuted, almost drowned. That guy never called 811 to see if it was safe to dig.
Our guy calls every time he digs.
It's quick and easy. Any tool can do it. Calling 811 gets your underground utility lines marked for free.
Hey, safe digging is no accident. Always call 811 before you dig.
This message brought to you by Montana Dakota Utilities, in the community to serve.
Every day, you share personal information about yourself with others. You may write a check, charge fuel, rent a car, mail your tax return, schedule a doctor's appointment, or post something on social media. Each transaction may share some sort of personal information, such as bank or credit card account numbers, social security numbers, name, address, or phone number. There are unscrupulous individuals, identity thieves, targeting these routine transactions, trying to gain your information to commit fraud. If you think someone has stolen your identity, contact Consumer Protection at 800-300-1986.
Chances are you're overlooking a big energy thief in your home or commercial building. The Garage Doors. But Overhead Door Company of Pierre can help stop that energy waste with a full range of insulated, weather-tight garage doors. Their residential garage doors give you insulated performance at an uninsulated price. And their Thermocore insulated steel doors give commercial buildings the energy efficiency they demand today. Find out more. Call Overhead Door Company of Pierre at 1-800-649-9905 and put a stop to the garage door energy thief.
Capital City Ford Lincoln Toyota in Pierre is here for you. When you're looking for a new vehicle, they make it easy. All available vehicle information so you can spend less time researching and more time enjoying your purchase. Shop their extensive inventory from home at CapitalCityFordToyota.com or stop in to Capital City Ford Lincoln Toyota at 518 East Sioux Avenue in Pierre. Count on them for your service needs with convenient scheduling and in-stock parts. Capital City Ford Lincoln Toyota in Pierre, 605-224-7378.
Welcome back, Jason Andera from Midco Sports, subbing in, getting to do some KGFX 1060 AM and 103.1 FM basketball. Looking forward to the matchup between the Pierre Governors and the Mitchell Kernels. We'll recap that one in just a bit. Earlier today, they played a 3 o'clock game, the boys did, because neither of these two schools had school today, so they decided to go a little bit early to give a little more time to set up the Riggs High School gym for the wrestling matches coming up tomorrow. So they played at 3 o'clock, and let's just say the Mitchell Kernels are pretty good. The number one team in the state showed it against the Pierre Governors, a 74-50 win for the boys. Colton Smith led the way with 23 points for the Kernels. Marcus Talley also put up 20 points for Mitchell. For the Pierre Governors, 18, Dawson Getz. He led the Govs in scoring, but it was a tough night. I should say afternoon for the Governors as they went against the top team in the state. We've got a good one here for the girls action coming up in just a bit. Still about 4 minutes away from introductions, and we will recap what's going on. We've got the Kernels, who come in as the number 2 team in the state right now. 15-1 is their record. And they take on the number 6 team, your Pierre Governors, who are hoping to maybe move up a little bit in the seed points with their couple games left in the season. Govs right now are riding a 3-game winning streak, and as they sit at number 6, as those all-important last few games this season will decide where their seed is for the Sodak 16 coming up in just a couple of weeks. We mentioned these two teams play every year. Last year they played about the same part of the season, as the Govs went on to that runner-up finish at the state tournament. They peaked in this game as they played Mitchell last year, maybe one of the better games they played all last season, in a 64-48 win. And the last time they were here at the Corn Palace was 2 seasons ago, and the Kernels got the best of the Govs back in 2022 with a 45-41 win. But this season looks to be a little different. The Kernels have gotten off to a great start after just 10 wins last season. 15 wins so far this year under head coach Dave Brooks. And he talked about earlier with us in the pregame show what that loss was like. They don't count how many wins in a row they had. They didn't talk about the winning streak at all, but he thinks maybe it's a good thing that they got that off their backs. Don't have to worry about playing an undefeated season anymore, and they're regrouped and ready to go tonight. Pierre, on the other hand, has won 3 in a row, haven't played a team above 500 since those last 2 losses they had to Harrisburg and O'Gorman a couple of weeks ago. So this will be a test for the Govs to see how they play against one of the best teams in the state. These two teams very similar. We talked about their stats, their points per game, very similar. And we're looking forward to a really good game between these two teams once again. About a minute and a half left. We will take one more break on the Bank West pregame show before we get you set up for the start of the game between the number 2 team in the state, the Mitchell Kernels, as they host the number 6 team in the state, the Pierre Governors. We'll be right back.
Do you dream of a custom home built within your budget and done on time? Kruger Contracting can make that dream a reality. They're a trusted home builder since 2003, and they're going to be upfront and open about cost and transparent about where your money is going when it comes to your new home. Their skilled crew will manage construction of your new home from start to finish. They're located in Pierre and can build your home in Pierre, Fort Pierre, or the surrounding area. Call 605-222-2523. Visit KrugerContracting.com or find Kruger Contracting on Facebook.
Century Business Products is a proud supporter of South Dakota High School athletics and proud to provide the most reliable Kyocera copiers and printers to schools and businesses in the area, all backed by their 5-time nationally awarded Kyocera servicing team. Are you looking to control color costs? Looking to reduce printers? Are you looking for more efficient ways to scan documents? Or maybe you'd like to become more paperless? Look no further than Century Business Products. Call 800-529-1950 and see how they're powering business technology.
At American Family Insurance, we help protect what you've achieved so you can fearlessly go after your dreams. For auto, home, business, and life, contact us today. American Family Insurance. Insure carefully, dream fearlessly.
American Family Insurance, Life Mutual, Standard of Ohio and Wisconsin Company, 6000 American Parkway, Madison, Wisconsin, 53783.
Call the Brittany Shufflebine Agency, LLC, with offices in Pierre, Oneida, and Gettysburg.
Welcome to Dakota Mart in Fort Pierre. Check out their selection in the meat, produce, and deli departments and hardware, and all throughout the store. They have the freshest and best quality in the area. If you don't see what you need, just ask. Their friendly staff is more than happy to help in any way possible. For any gathering, large or small, Dakota Mart is there for you. Special orders and requests also. Smart grocery shopping takes a little TLC. Dakota Mart in Fort Pierre. Thrifty, local, and convenient. Welcome to Dakota Mart in Fort Pierre. Check out their selection in the meat, produce, and deli departments and hardware, and all throughout the store. They have the freshest and best quality in the area. If you don't see what you need, just ask. Their friendly staff is more than happy to help in any way possible. For any gathering, large or small, Dakota Mart is there for you. Special orders and requests also. Smart grocery shopping takes a little TLC. Dakota Mart in Fort Pierre. Thrifty, local, and convenient.
Welcome back to the Mitchell, South Dakota, where we have a great game between the Pierre Governors and the Mitchell Kernels. Pierre coming in with 3 wins in a row, taking on Mitchell, who have suffered their first loss of the season just last Tuesday. So they come in at 15-1. Getting set for a tip-off here in just a couple minutes. They're doing introductions, and let's give you introductions once again. The Mitchell Kernels will start Lauren Van Overshield, Sawyer Stabner, Carson Wyke, Addie Simpson, and Allison Meyerink. They feature a very guard-heavy perimeter, and Meyerink plays in the middle at 5'10", very similar to what Pierre does with their guards and Reese Terwilliger in the middle at 5'11". The starters for the Govs: Graceland Taylor, Lennox Dupree, Ryan Berry, Reese Terwilliger, and Elise Christopherson. Head coach Kurt Bebout getting ready to go. Dave Brooks is the head coach for the Mitchell Kernels. So we're looking forward to this one. Both teams looking for a win. The standings very important at this point in the season. You've got Mitchell in at the number 2 spot, hoping to get a home game against, a 15-16 seed, something like that. Pierre right now sitting at the 6th spot. If they started the Sodak 16 right now, they'd be faced off against Rapid City Central, a team that Pierre beat back on the second game of the season. But in reality, Pierre's got to be ready to play Aberdeen Central, Huron, Watertown, Brookings, maybe even Sioux Falls, Washington in that Sodak 16. A lot of different teams they could play depending on how their stretch run goes over the next couple of games. So a big one here. The tip-off coming up. The tip-off is brought to you by Dakota Mart in Fort Pierre.
Welcome to Dakota Mart in Fort Pierre. Check out their selection in the meat, produce, and deli departments and hardware. And all throughout the store, they have the freshest and best quality in the area. If you don't see what you need, just ask. Their friendly staff is more than happy to help in any way possible. For any gathering, large or small, Dakota Mart is there for you. Special orders and requests also. Smart grocery shopping takes a little TLC. Dakota Mart in Fort Pierre. Thrifty, local, and convenient.
All right, welcome back. Sawyer Stabner wins the tip. Pierre gets a quick steal. Ryan Berry goes to the floor. She gets up slowly, but seems like she's going to be just fine. So Pierre's first possession of the game. Berry off of her leg. Continues possession right now. They'll swing it around the perimeter. Lennox Dupree likes a shot from the right side. Up and off the back iron. Cleared by Addie Simpson, the sophomore, who gets it ahead. Left side layup, no good by Wyke. And the rebound bounced around before the Kernels will set up their offense. First quarter action, another steal for Pierre. Great defense that time by Gracelyn Taylor. And no score yet in this one. About 7 minutes left, so this first minute of the game, it's been back and forth twice so far. Taylor tries to get it inside to Terwilliger. Loose ball. It's going to go out of bounds, and here come the Mitchell Kernels with possession. They'll go into that man-to-man full court, and that's Sawyer Stabner with the ball, who helps Addie Simpson get the ball up the court. Ryan Berry guarding Addie Simpson on the point. She gets her hands out and disrupts a pass. Gets back to Simpson. They'll swing it to the quarter. Van Overshield finds a double team. They'll swing it around to the left side. Sawyer Stabner trying to create her own shot. Goes left hand off the backboard and good. First bucket of the game. Good for Sawyer Stabner. 2-0 Mitchell. Ryan Berry gets it past her defender. Into the corner. Dupree. Open shot. No good. Rebounded by Stabner. Here come the Kernels once again. Van Overshield tries to get it across court. It's going to be tipped out of bounds. Good effort play that time by Gracelyn Taylor to go out of bounds. Kernels ball. Taking a little time to get the ball inbounds. They will get it to Stabner, who kicks it back outside to Wyke. Wyke back into Stabner. Off balance, gets it to go, and will pick up the foul, and one for Sawyer Stabner, the leading scorer for the Mitchell Kernels. Foul is on Reese Terwilliger. First foul for her, first foul for the team. Excuse me, they're going to change it, and they're going to say it was on Elise Christofferson, so not on Terwilliger. Stabner up on the free throw, and good. Her free throw percentage also has been improving throughout the season, shooting about 62% from the stripe this year. Pierre looking to get on the board, down 5-0 early in this one. They get the ball inside to Reese Terwilliger, tied up, and it's going to be taken away by Lauren Van Overshield. Here come the Kernels once again. They'll quickly get it up the court. Addie Simpson tries to get it down to Wyke. Off the board and good. Excuse me, that's Meyerink, not Wyke, with the bucket. And the Govs outscored 7-0, and that'll be a quick timeout taken by the Governors. Agtegra, acres ahead, can maximize your farm's earning potential straight from the start. Contact your local Agtegra cooperative today. We'll take a quick break.
This Governor Sports Moment is...
At Jan Bussey Ford and Highmore, they've been building partnerships for life by treating customers right, offering a low-pressure sales process, no haggling over price, passing low overhead savings on, and providing a Ford-certified service department fixing it right the very first time. If you're looking for a new Ford, a quality pre-owned vehicle, a new or used ATV, or a trailer, stop by Jan Bussey Ford and Highmore and experience the difference.
Jan Bussey Ford, building partnerships for life.
When you're in the need for high-quality replacement auto parts, look no further than Zander Auto Parts and Machine Shop in Pierre. Zander's has been servicing the Pierre area for over 40 years. Their professional parts techs can get you the part you need and get you back on the road. Stop by Zander Auto Parts and Machine Shop at 500 West Sioux in Pierre or call 224-9221. Zander's, your source for domestic and foreign auto parts and accessories.
Welcome back to the Oahe Federal Credit Union Press Box. Oahe Federal Credit Union, where people are worth more than money.
Excuse me. Barry with the three-pointer, and that one is true. Three-pointer for Ryan Barry. Gets the Govs on the board. 7-3 trailing now. The Govs wearing their gold uniforms. Normally they wear those on the road. Wearing those at home tonight because they've got another game tomorrow and they want to keep some clean jerseys. That one broken up by Terwilliger. Fast break. Dupree left side. The shot goes errant. Don't know if that was a good defensive play or a foul that Mitchell got away with. Either way, Mitchell will reset their offense. Carson White down into Stabner. She'll go left hand off the glass. No problem. Sawyer Stabner making it look easy. She's got 7 herself. The Kernels have 9. 9-3 lead. Lennox Dupree doesn't like the shot. We go around. Ryan Barry just off on a three-point attempt. Rebounded by Van Overshield. Mitchell trying to run once again. They don't have numbers, but they still try to force the issue. And there's going to be a foul on the Govs as, let's see, that was Meyerlink who tried to force the issue. Foul will be on Reese Terwilliger. That's her first. Allison Meyerink up to the free throw line. First one up, and it is good. Meyerink averaging 6.3 points per game. The 5'10 senior, their post presence on the year, shooting 54% from the stripe this year. Makes the first one to go up 10-3. Meyerink is good. So she's got 4 points. Stabner has the other 7 points, and they lead 11-3 early on. The Mitchell Kernels looking like the number 2 team in the state to start it off in this first quarter. Ryan Barry pushes it ahead. White close on the man-to-man defense. Errant pass. That one picked off by Addie Simpson. And Mitchell in control this first quarter. Stabner will set things up. Out to White in the corner. Simpson had a shot, decided not to take it, drives it in and puts it in left hand. So the Kernels continuing to attack on the left-handed layups, and Addie Simpson gets her first 2 of the game. They're up 13-3 early. 3:30 left in this first quarter. The Pierre Governors try to get into their offense. Reese Terwilliger fighting for position, but it's Ryan Barry who's going to drive and put it up and good. She gets fouled on the way up. Fouls on Mackenzie Peterson, who subbed in for the Kernels. Excuse me, they're going to say that's on Sawyer Stabner. So her first personal foul, and Barry gets to the free throw line for a potential three-point play. She's got all 5 of the Governors' points early on. Up and good. So Barry having a good first quarter, 6 points for her. But they trail by 7 early on. A block that time. Nice play by Graceland Taylor to deny. A layup hustle play for Mitchell, but it'll go out of bounds off the Kernels. Pierre with a chance to put a little run together. Some substitutions. It'll be Sawyer Stabner going to the bench for Mitchell, so we'll see if the Governors can capitalize with the leading scorer for the Kernels, on the bench. Ryan Berry taking it up, finds Graceland Taylor, trying to look for some room, but stolen by Brenna Kirsch. Good defensive play by the Kernels once again. Turnover starting to mount for these Governors. That one picked off by the Governors. Christofferson has a wide open layup on the fast break and makes it her first. 13-8 now. The Governors pushing a little comeback, 5 quick points in a row for Pierre. Full court pass, too far for Van Overshield. And that one goes out of bounds, and quickly a couple of more substitutions. Carson White checking back in for the Mitchell Kernels. And Sawyer Stabner back on the court. So with 2.5 left in this first quarter, Mitchell leads 13-8. After a 7-0 start for the Kernels, Pierre now outscoring them 8-6 since that point. Entry pass is denied. Another good defensive play. That one is Mackenzie Peterson for Mitchell. They get it down court fast, but a travel call means it's coming right back. Pierre with possession. Lennox Dupree played a lot of point guard last year. This year, more of a shooting guard. Will bring the ball up the court. Defended by Mackenzie Peterson, who gets it off to Ryan Berry on the corner. Berry looking for the shot, but decides to go entry into Reese Terwilliger. Hangs but can't hit. Tipped out. Collected by the Kernels. Fast break. Van Overshield will set it up. Sawyer Stabner trying to attack that left side again. Mid-range shot up and good. Allison Meyerling continues her torrid first quarter. She's got 6. 15-8. Mitchell Kernels, 1:30 left in the first quarter. Pierre with possession. Ryan Berry looking for a place to drive, can't find. Terwilliger fighting hard for position, decides to come back out. Lennox Dupree likes a 3. She does not make it, but a hustle rebound. Tied up. It's going to be... I think we got a foul here. There is going to be a foul on Elise Christofferson. So it looked like it was tied up, but it's Christofferson who gets called for the hold. 1:13 left. Mitchell up 15-8 here in the first quarter. Full court man-to-man. Van Overshield dribbling her way up the court, finds Addie Simpson. With just around a minute left here now. 7-point lead for the Kernels. Wyke, the drive, gets picked off by Dupree. She's going to push it with a nice pass out front to Taylor. Taylor denied by Stabner. What a block by Sawyer Stabner. She does go out of bounds, and Pierre will have possession, but a good defensive play to break up that fast break opportunity for Mitchell. Entry pass to Christofferson. Dupree going with the right hand this time. Off balance is going to be fouled. It looks like it's going to be on Meyerink. And so with the block, third foul, they're going to say it's a shooting foul, and Lennox Dupree gets to the free throw line. Dupree shooting 62% from the stripe this year with the left-handed shot up and no good. So the score has been stuck at 15-8 for a little bit. We've got 44 seconds left here in the first quarter. The Mitchell Kernels 15, Pierre Governors 8. Dupree's second shot up and it rattles home. Her first point of the game, I should say. And hustle on the defense, breaks up, but Mitchell retains possession. Van Overshield drives, hangs and hits. A bucket for Lauren Van Overshield, and it's 17-9 now. Shot clock off for the Pierre Governors as Reese Terwilliger gets it to Ryan Berry. Long shot, no good. And now Pierre has it with 15 seconds in the remainder of this first quarter. Van Overshield, open 3. Back iron, no good. Rebound by by Christofferson. 5 seconds. Berry has the ball in her hand, finds Dupree off the backboard, and it's good. Great look by Ryan Berry to find Lennox Dupree as they get a couple of points. Your scoreboard sponsored by Wegner Auto and Pierre. The one place to go, it is the Mitchell Kernels 17 and Pierre 11 after one quarter. We'll be right back.
Stay in a beautiful Black Hills vacation home, the Summit on Dancing Sky near Leeds, South Dakota, in the popular Powder House Pass development. It's a modern rustic design with over 5,000 square feet, 6 bedrooms, and 5 baths for you to enjoy. You'll get gorgeous views of the Terry Peak Mountain Range. There's a community pool to enjoy, and you're close to all the attractions like Deadwood, Sturgis, Spearfish, and a whole lot more. The Summit on Dancing Sky. Visit them at DancingSky.com.
Refined design, remarkable capabilities. Ford Edge at Capital City Ford delivers everyone and everything in style and comfort. Bold and aggressive on the outside, lavish with lots of tech on the inside. This SUV does a whole lot more than haul groceries. Travel with confidence when purchasing your all-new Ford Edge from Capital City Ford. And for a limited time, qualified buyers can purchase at 1.9 APR for 72 months. Check out the full vehicle lineup at CapitalCityFord.com. Capital City Ford in Pierce, South Dakota.
At Ringneck. Welcome back to the Oahe Federal Credit Union Press Box. Oahe Federal Credit Union, where people are worth more than money.
Second quarter no good by Ryan Berry, and here come the Kernels once again with a 6-point lead. A frantic first quarter, back and forth, a lot of turnovers. We'll see if Pierre can settle down. They did have a run in that first quarter where they put 5 in a row together and got back into this game, but still trailed by 6. Traveling as Sawyer Stabner tries to get her feet set before driving. We'll see if Pierre can capitalize. 17-11, the score at the end of the first quarter, and still your score with 7.5 left in the second quarter. Graceland Taylor fakes the shot. Christofferson moving it around the perimeter to Lennox Dupree. Tries to go left side. She's cut off by Simpson. Jumper for Taylor, no good. Cleared by the Kernels. Kernels winning that defensive rebounding battle, keeping the Pierre Governors off the offensive glass. Addie Simpson drives. It goes out of bounds, and I think there's going to be a foul. Yep, there is, and it's going to be on Graceland Taylor. Her first of the game. That'll send Addie Simpson, the sophomore, to the free throw line. Simpson shooting 69% from the free throw line this year. The left-handed shot just off the rim. Still 17-11. 5 starters in there for both squads right now. Simpson up and good. She's got 3 on the night. Governors down 18-11 here in the second quarter. Stabner playing defense on Elise Christofferson right now as Dupree goes right, shoots left, off the back iron, no good. And once again, Mitchell does not allow multiple shots, getting that big defensive rebound. It's been huge for the Kernels so far in this first half. They'll work the perimeter. Lauren Van Overshield with the ball, the junior guard trying to drive in, kicks out to the corner. Wyke doesn't like the shot. They'll try the perimeter again until Addie Simpson goes for 3, no good. Cleared by Christofferson. 18-11, just 1 point so far in this second quarter. Ryan Berry driving off the hands of Reese Terwilliger, but they're going to say it's going to stay with Pierre as it gets batted out of bounds off the Kernels. 18-11, 6:14 left here in the second quarter. The Govs looking for some offense, having trouble winning the paint right now. Reese Terwilliger has not scored yet this game, and they're having trouble getting her the ball. That time they try to get her to her again, and it's kicked out of the lane. Mitchell on the break. They're going to go right down the court. Nice pass by Simpson to Meyerink, and Meyerink scores again. She's got 8 in this one. Pierre trying to set up that offense. Outside shot by Lennox Dupree. Has not hit so far from 3, and you know she can be very streaky. When she starts hitting those 3-pointers, it might change this defense a little bit. Right now, Pierre not getting it to go from the outside. And speaking of not getting it to go from the outside, Addie Simpson deep on that 3 attempt. Dupree going strong, gets tapped out by Stabner, retained by the Govs. They'll work the perimeter. Dupree looking for a different spot on the three-point line, and she will draw the foul. It's going to be on Sawyer Stabner as she blocks Dupree on the baseline drive. So Stabner's second foul. We'll see if she checks out. She sure does. And back in, Brianna Kirsch and Mackenzie Peterson check in for the Kernels. 20-11. Jumper blocked by by Meyerink, who's having an outstanding first half here for the Kernels, as Dupree tried to do a quick 10-footer, was rejected. 20-11 right now, second quarter action. The number 2 Mitchell Kernels, 9-point lead on the number 6 Pierre Governors right now. Simpson tries to drive baseline, goes lefty, off the back iron, no good, almost rolled in. Punched out and collected by Graceland Taylor, but there's going to be a foul on the play. Grace Richter, who's checked into the game right now, made that rebound. Foul's going to be called on Mackenzie Peterson. That's her first foul. 2 fouls this quarter on Mitchell. Lennox Dupree trying to find her groove. Can't quite yet. Collected by Brianna Kirsch, and here come the Kernels once again. So Pierre has not yet scored here in this second quarter, down 9. Loose ball picked up by Grace Richter, and here come the Governors trying to set up on offense again, but that one's picked right back off by Carson Wyke. She'll pull up on the fast break, but find Addie Simpson for 3. Big shot by Addie Simpson. And once again, the Mitchell Kernels attacking. We'll take a quick timeout, and we'll be right back on KGFX.
Energy, their mission is to produce renewable energy that adds value to grain and livestock production, enhances the income of their investor partners, and provide a safe, rewarding work environment. Located at 901 Redwood Avenue in Oneida, South Dakota. Call 605-945-6900 or check ringneckenergy.com. A proud supporter of local schools and wishes all students the best of luck in all their activities during the school year, creating economic opportunities in our community.
The word cooperative means working together for a common purpose. At Actegra Cooperative, we are dedicated to supporting the success of our farmers and the health of our communities for generations to come. Rooted in our communities, Actegra strives to instill dedication, determination, and integrity in everything we do. And that includes inspiring the next generation of agricultural leaders. The word
Dimick Cheese has been making. Welcome back to the Owyhee Federal Credit Union Press Box. Owyhee Federal Credit Union, where people are worth more than money.
As they attack the final 4 minutes of this second quarter, here comes Ryan Berry, tapped out of bounds by Lauren Van Overshield, but she'll collect a foul. That will be the team's third. Inbounded to Terwilliger. Terwilliger still scoreless in this one, having trouble getting her ball in the post. Ryan Berry being hounded by Van Overshield. Here come the Govs, down 12. Berry thought about it, decides to pass to Richter in the corner. 10 on the shot clock. Berry looking for a shot, goes back to Richter. She'll go baseline, up, no good. Rebounded by Simpson. Little defense in the backcourt, and they're going to call a travel on Addie Simpson. Credit that to Grace Richter, some good defense to force that turnover. And Pierre once again with a chance to get on the scoreboard here in this second period. Inbound pass to Terwilliger. They get it inside to Berry, hounded in the lane, and it looks like it's going to be tied up. We'll see if there's a foul before it was tied up. They are going to call a jump ball. And possession to Pierre. So 23-11. Pierre trying to get in some type of offensive rhythm here, really struggling to get the ball inside. That one tapped out on the inbound pass. Mackenzie Peterson does a nice job defending Ryan Berry. Fresh 35 on the shot clock, 3:26 left, 23-11 here in the second quarter. Pierre Governors trailing. Berry to Richter, who finds it from three, just short. To Williger, gets the board. And that one's going to be, I think there's going to be a foul called on the play. Yep, they do. It's going to be on Mitchell. Foul on number 33, Mackenzie Peterson, her second foul. And that'll bring in some substitutions. Carson White, Sawyer Stabner check back in for the Kernels. Fourth team foul on Mitchell. Next one will be number 5 and send him to the free throw line. Lennox Dupree gets the entry pass and gets it off the backboard. It's good, and there's also a foul. So one shot coming for Lennox Dupree, who makes a nice shot on the right side. She's a left-handed shooter and did a nice job of putting it in from the right side. Dupree up on the free throw and gets the three-point play. So they're on the board here in the second quarter. Mitchell still up 23-14, 3 minutes, 12 seconds left in the second quarter. Mitchell trying to get set up. Hounding them on defense on the perimeter. Great job that time by Grace Richter. And they will get possession after a loose ball. Grace Richter doing a good job individually on defense to force Mitchell to throw that one out of bounds. Here comes Ryan Berry. They're going to rush it up the court. Richter looking for a lane, pulls up and tries to reset the offense. Berry calling for some movement. She's got a shot from three. A long three, no good. And once again, they are sealing Reese Terwilliger out of the offensive rebounding. And Mitchell will get the ball after it goes out on Pierre. 23-14, 2:42 left in the second quarter. Thanks for listening to Governor Basketball here on KGFX, 1060 AM, 1031 FM. The number 2 Mitchell Kernels out in front here, a 9-point lead in the second quarter. They've got possession right now. They're working the perimeter, looking for some movement. Sawyer Stabner, their leading scorer, tries to drive. See, kicks it back out for a three-point shot. No good for Matea Graves. And here come the Governors. Lennox Dupree tries to move it. Ryan Berry will pull up with a short jumper in the middle of the lane. No good. Rebounded by Van Overshield. And here come the Mitchell Kernels once again. So just one field goal made for the Pierre Governors here in the second quarter. Ryan Berry punches it out, but Mitchell retains possession. Sawyer Stabner on the top of the key, directing their offense for the Mitchell Kernels. Gets it to the corner. Kirsch loses control of the basketball, but it stays with Mitchell. Tapped out. Once again trying to get it inside. Van Overshield looking for a shot on the middle. She gets it. So a little spin move and an off the glass for Lauren Van Overshield. 25-14 now, Mitchell leads. 1:20 left here in the first half. Pierre looking for some offense. Lennox Dupree drives, no foul called, on the contact. And here come the Kernels. Graves looking to shoot. She kicks it back out to set the offense up. 1:08 left. 11-point lead, make that 13-point lead after a jumper in the middle of the lane for Sawyer Stabner. Stabner now with 9. 27-14. Pierre Governors. Trouble getting going on the offensive end. Terwilliger will pass it out to Richter. Terwilliger trying to post up, not having much success. Dupree with 37 seconds left on the clock. 12, 11, 10 on the shot clock. Drive on the baseline. There's going to be a foul before Berry has a chance to launch. And the foul is on number 12, Lauren Van Overshield, her second. That's going to be 2 shots for Ryan Berry. The 15th foul of the second quarter will put her at the line for 2. Berry's free throw up and good. Just the 4th point of this second quarter for Pierre, as they now have 15, trailing by 12. Barry's second free throw. Also good. They'll try a trap on the inbound. Mitchell breaks it. They've got numbers as they come down the court, but hold up. Addie Simpson calling for a play. Gets it to Sawyer Stabner, who tries left, kicks it back out. Shot from 3, up and no good for Graves. Rebound, though, by Addie Simpson. Hitting the offensive glass for 2. 29-16, 3 seconds left. Dupree drives, can't get it to go, and that's the end of the first half. 29-16, the Mitchell Kernels getting it done. The scoreboard sponsored by Wegner Auto and Pierre. You're one place to go. And as we said, the Kernels up 29-16, having their way with the Pierre Governors. We'll take a break for our halftime show coming up next on KGFX 1060 AM and 103.1 FM. We'll be right back.
Handmade artisan cheese for over 90 years and has over 25 flavors of cheese. Stop by the store for sampling of all the cheeses. The store also offers several South Dakota made products. And at the store, find Remedy Brewing on tap. Dimmick Cheese offers gift boxes and fundraisers are available. To find out more, go to the website dimmickdairy.com or call 605-928-3833. And don't forget to check your local grocery store for their premium cheeses and cheese spreads. Dimmick Cheese.
Grossenberg's Chopper Days promotion is back. The entire month of February, Grossenberg Implement is offering 10% discount on common wear parts for self-propelled 4-H harvesters. These savings are for higher volume wear parts for 4-H harvesters and heads like feeding, cutting, kernel processor, blower, auger, and spout parts. Now is a great time to make sure your 4-H harvester is ready to go when you need it and save 10% on the parts during the month of February at any of Grossenberg's 9 locations.
Titan Machinery is actively hiring service technicians to our Case IH team in Highmore, Miller, and Pierre. Whether you are an experienced technician or looking to start your career, Titan has a spot for you. Earn a competitive pay with the potential to make upwards of 6 figures. Titan Machinery offers company HSA and 401k contributions, free single health care, and a generous tool allowance. For more information, log into titanmachinery.com/careers or contact Titan Machinery, your Case IH dealer, at 701-356-0130.
What if we said a bank isn't a place to lock up money? It's a place to set it free. What if the point of banking wasn't to bank at all, but to put your ideas to work? What if your bank asked, what if, a little more? Well, what if we told you we do? We're American Bank and Trust, where what if meets why not? If you're ready to change what you get out of banking, start a relationship with us. What if you made the move today?
The Fieldhouse in Pierre is your premier spot to watch all the sports, from your local Govs and Lady Govs, as well as Buffs and Lady Buffs, all the way up to your favorite big league teams. Kick back and relax with a pizza, nachos, burgers, or one of our air-fried appetizers. Wash down the food with your pick from our array of premium beverages. Between the action, be sure to check out the unique and plentiful memorabilia throughout the building. We can't wait for you to come in and watch the games with us broadcast on liveticket.tv. The Fieldhouse in Pierre.
The Corner Station Convenience Store and the Crossing Pub are both conveniently located on Pleasant Drive in Pierre, South Dakota. At the Corner Station, grab your favorite hot and cold beverages and snacks while filling your vehicle up with Cenex brand gasoline. The Corner Station also features a super tunnel car wash to keep your vehicle sparkling clean. At the Crossing, grab a cold beverage and check out their selection of appetizers while watching the Stanley County Buffaloes and Pierre Governors live on their big screen televisions. Best of luck to all area students from the Corner Station and the Crossing.
DRG Media Group Sports is the official voice of the Pierre Governors.
Kernels wants to run again, and he's got room. 40, 30, foot race to the 10, 5, and a touchdown. Pierre will come back and set up Avery Kaiser on the outside left through the block, and that's down.
The official voice of the Pierre Governors, River 92.7, and also at the River 92.7 page of the DRG News app, brought to you by Golden Buffalo and DRGnews.com.
Riverview RV Park overlooks Lake Sharp on the Missouri River. They have all the amenities from full hookups, laundry, showers, dog park, play area, and free Wi-Fi. There's no need to drive across the country. When here in central South Dakota, you can find some of the best fishing and the most spectacular sunrises and sunsets. Call us today at 605-280-6266 or reserve your next camping spot online at briggsrvpark.com. Make Riverview RV Park your home away from home experience.
John Hoffman Electric is your neighborhood electrical service contractor and so much more. No job is too big or too small for our team of professionals. We pride ourselves on keeping up with new technologies such as Aerial, an augmented reality visual tool used to customize and experience a finished space before breaking ground. So whether you're building new or renovating a home, farm, or commercial space, let John Hoffman Electric light the way. John Hoffman is a proud sponsor of all local activities broadcast on Live Ticket TV.
Briggs Trucking and Construction in Fort Pierre provides quality freight transportation services, cargo hauling, excavation, and demolition services. They also specialize in dirt and gravel work for everything from commercial work to new construction. Briggs Trucking and Construction will haul everything from light poles to farm and agricultural supplies. The bigger the job or the bigger the load, the better, as that is where their expertise really shines. Contact Briggs Trucking and Construction at 605-280-2848 or email them at cbriggs25@pi.midco.net to visit about your next project.
Your first car. It might not have been perfect, but that didn't matter. You loved it because you worked hard for it. You took care of it, and it took care of you, your friends, and maybe that someone special. And through it all, we were there working with you, for you, to make sure it was a smooth ride. Farmers Union Insurance. More choices, great rates, local agents. Contact your local Farmers Union Insurance agent today.
Wow, Bill, you're walking so much better. What did you do?
Well, I got so tired of the pain and nearly fell. And one of my friends recommended physical therapy at Winter Physical Therapy. And you know what? My back also stopped hurting.
Huh. So how did you get started?
My doctor wrote me a referral, but that's not always needed. Turns out you always have a choice where you want to go.
So why did you choose Winter Physical Therapy?
I love to support our locally owned small businesses, and quite frankly, they give great personalized care.
Winter Physical Therapy. Exceptional care.
For over 130 years, Bank West has earned long-term customer relationships by continually adapting to current customer needs while never losing touch with its South Dakota roots. With all our branches and our corporate offices firmly rooted in South Dakota, you can count on Bank West for solutions and service backed by hometown values. We've been there and we'll be there. Bank West. Convenient, connected, committed. Learn more at bankwest-sd.bank. Member FDIC.
At Wilbur Ellis, our forward-thinking approach to crop protection, nutrition, and seed development combines years of service and expertise to the latest technology wherever you are, whatever your needs. We offer seed sales, providing Integra, DeKalb, and NK seed, fertilizer and chemical application, which includes ground and air spray, and more. Much more. We're proud to sponsor all area sports and activities, with locations in Miller, Highmore, and Blunt. Wilbur Ellis.
With our new online loan application, you can go to our website and apply for a loan when it's most convenient for you. We make getting loan approval fast and easy. Our local lenders are available to assist you if you have any questions. We make it pain-free to get that loan you've been wanting. We're an equal housing lender. Oahe Federal Credit Union, your hometown credit union since 1955. Federally insured by NCUA.
You asked for it. Nonstop flights between Pierre and Minneapolis. Now you can book nonstop flights from Pierre to Minneapolis and Denver on Denver Air Connection. 1-hour flights on 50-passenger jets with fares starting at just $119 one way. Seats are limited and restrictions apply. Business, pleasure, a game, a winter getaway. It's easy when you fly from Pierre. Visit DenverAirConnection.com/Expedia to book your trip today. Skip the drive. Fly from Pierre Regional Airport. Minneapolis flights begin November 30th.
Your first car. It might not have been perfect, but that didn't matter. You loved it because you worked hard for it. You took care of it, and it took care of you, your friends, and maybe that someone special. And through it all, we were there working with you, for you, to make sure it was a smooth ride. Farmers Union Insurance. More choices, great rates, local agents. Contact your local Farmers Union Insurance agent today.
The Best Western Ramkota Hotel in Rapid City supports all South Dakota student athletes and their families. They are conveniently located off Interstate 90, close to downtown and minutes from the beautiful Black Hills. The Ramkota offers sports and family-friendly rates. Guests can relax for free in the indoor water park. They have 36,000 square feet of banquet and meeting space, and the award-winning Minerva's Restaurant and Bar is located on site. Best Western Ramkota welcomes everyone to beautiful Rapid City, South Dakota.
We all want to be happy, but sometimes that doesn't feel possible. But if you have hope, you have everything. Rising Hope Counseling provides high-quality mental health services with locations across South Dakota. Additionally, by providing telehealth, we ensure South Dakota's rural residents have access to high-quality mental health services. Our team lives and works in your communities, and we understand the unique challenges we face. Schedule an appointment by phone or online today. Rising Hope Counseling, offering hope, healing, and change.
Hey, Tyler with Summit Contracting here. Let's talk about building on your farm.
Welcome back to the Oahe Federal Credit Union Press Box. Oahe Federal Credit Union, where people are worth more than money.
They're getting set to play Roosevelt tomorrow. They'll play another one here at home. Pierre. Next game will be in Sioux Falls on Tuesday as they take on Sioux Falls Jefferson. Let's start off second half play. Mitchell will inbound the ball. Stabner gets it inside to Van Overshield. She'll go up for the shot and get fouled. She thought she maybe had an and one opportunity, but missed the shot. 2 free throws coming up. Foul on Graceland Taylor. Lauren Van Overshield, one of their top free throw shooters this year, almost 70% from the stripe. Makes her first one. The junior 5'5" guard now with 5 points on the night. Second free throw up, just long, and rebounded by Elise Christopherson. Reese Terwilliger tried to wrestle it away from her teammate, was unsuccessful and fell down, but all smiles here for the Governors. Barry drives out to Terwilliger on the elbow. She drives, takes a shot, bounces out, rebounded by Stabner. Dave Brooks mentioned Stabner plays above her height, and she definitely does. As an errant pass goes out of bounds, Pierre gets possession, but Stabner, one of the top players in the state, checks in at 5'9", but she can play with any post. She can play on the perimeter. An outstanding player all around, going to Black Hills State next year to play her basketball. Pierre trying to attack again. Lennox Dupree likes a spot from 3, just off. I was right behind that shot. It was lined up perfectly, but just a hair too long. Bounces out of bounds, bounces off the back rim, and here come the Kernels once again. Stabner kicks it to Van Overshield. Back into Stabner. She's a really good passer as well when she gets the ball in the middle. Anybody's liable to get it. Van Overshield connects on a three-pointer. She's got 4 in this third quarter, all of the Kernels' points. 33-16 now. Mitchell with the lead with 6.5 left in the third now. As the Kernels let it go out of bounds after it's tipped by the Govs. Terry Becker urging on some defense. The assistant coach here for the Pierre Governors. Looking for some more energy, and defense has really helped the offense so far for Pierre here in this third quarter, playing a much more pressure defense than they did in the first half. A lot of trapping. There's another trap on the right side, tipped away by Dupree. Pierre has the ball, and here come the Govs. Graceland Taylor possesses it to Christopherson. Barry looking for an entry. Can't find it. Dupree tries to drive baseline, kicks it back out to Christopherson for 3. It's good! Elise Christopherson, her second field goal of this quarter. And now they've got it within single digits, just a 9-point lead for the Kernels. Stabner too far into the basket after the drive, kicks it to Simpson. No. Good rebound that time by Reese Terwilliger, and here come the Governors. No, they've got a 2-on-0 fast break. Dupree glides in for 2. So after an 8-0 run, the Govs right back in this, and another steal. Oh, they're going to say it's a push on Reese Terwilliger as she got an interception there. Addie Simpson, fell over, and the foul is going to be called on the Govs. Kirk Bebout coming out to get some clarification on that. I think he, like many of you, wondering whether that was a foul or not. So we'll take a quick timeout here. Agtegra is sponsoring this timeout. Acres ahead, it can maximize your farm's earning potential straight from the start. Contact your local Agtegra cooperative today. We'll keep it right here as we've got a good one. 33-26 Mitchell over Pierre. Since halftime, these Pierre Governors have come out with a lot more energy. They have 10 points so far in this third quarter to Mitchell's 4. And currently they're on an 8-0 run as they've gotten themselves back into this game. Starting with defense. The defensive intensity has really been ratcheted up for these Govs, playing some press, not some full court press, but half court press, and they've been getting into the traps and forcing some bad passes for the Mitchell Kernels. They take a timeout to try to clear things up, clean things up a little bit. They still have a firm control on the lead, 7 points ahead. Kernels inbound, 4 minutes left here in this third quarter. Pierre in the midst of a nice 8-0 run. Sawyer Stabner kicks it to the corner. Peterson looking for a spot. She'll try to force that one out of bounds off of Elise Christofferson. It'll stay with the Kernels. So trapped in the corner again, these Pierre Governors trying to start their offense with defense, and they definitely have the energy right now and the momentum firmly in the Govs corner. Van Overshield takes an off-balance shot, no good. Cleared by the Govs. Here come Pierre once again. Lennox Dupree dishes it to Terwilliger. Back to Dupree, who's on the ground but keeps the ball moving around the perimeter. Christofferson just short on the 3, but a good look from the top. Good hustle play by Pierre that time. 33-26 as we have a couple more substitutions. As Pierre retains possession, they will have Van Overshield and Simpson in the backcourt to try to help bring the ball up. They'll pass back and forth a couple of times. Man-to-man press into the middle to Stabner. Looking to create, finds Simpson. Down in the corner, Peterson has a baseline jumper that's good. Her first 2 of the night. 35-26 now, 9-point lead for the Kernels. 3 minutes left. Christofferson tries to get it into Terwilliger. Off her fingertips, but collected by the Govs. Turnover. Stabner in the way with the steal. She'll go hard, left hand, up and good off the glass. Stabner's first points of the second half, and they have an 11-point lead again, back into double digits for the Kernels. Around the perimeter, Lennox Dupree looking for an opening. Drives hard baseline, kicks it back out to Christofferson, over to Barry. Looking for a shot from the baseline, up and good. Graceland Taylor hits from 3. Big shot there by Taylor. Kernels trying to answer, up by 8, 37-29, 2:10 left in this third quarter. Simpson, about a 10-footer, rolls off, rebound tipped and contained by the Kernels. Good hustle by the Mitchell Kernels on the offensive glass. Simpson to Peterson. And the hustle is definitely there for Pierre, but a baseline jumper by Stabner is the answer. 10-point lead now for the Kernels, 39-29. Ryan Barry looking for her shot. Pivots out of it to Christofferson into the wing. Big shot. Taylor tries it from 3 again. No good. Rebounded by Stabner. Here come the Kernels. They try to push it, and Van Overshield can't catch up to the Stabner pass. We'll have a couple of players checking in. Grace Richter checks in for the Govs. Carson White back in for the Kernels. 1:18 left in the third quarter. 10-point lead. Trimming it from a 13-point deficit at halftime. Pierre trying to get back into this ball game. Working the perimeter again. Dupree has it in the left corner. Terwilliger had it on the top, trying to set a pick. Goes inside now, but the entry pass denied. Meyerink with another big defensive play for the Kernels. Stabner wings it. They'll work the perimeter again. Stabner has it on the top, guarded by Elise Christofferson. Slowing it down with about 35 seconds left here in the third quarter. Stabner tries to go baseline, poked out of bounds. They're going to have a foul. It's going to be on Reese Terwilliger, her second. That's actually her third, I correct myself. And third team foul of this quarter with 30 seconds left. Stabner too far under the hoop again. We'll have to kick it out. Van Overshield looking for an opening. Hands off to Stabner. Back to the outside three-point attempt up and no good by Van Overshield. Collected by Barry, and here come the Govs. Left side, open layup just off the rim. Grace Richter had an opportunity. 4 seconds left now. Here come the Kernels. Last second shot. A long three just short by Lauren Van Overshield. Well, let's take a look at your Wegner Auto scoreboard. It's the Mitchell Kernels up 39-29. The Govs take a bite into the lead, but not big enough. Still a 10-point lead as we go to the fourth quarter. You're listening to KVGFX, 1060 AM and 103.1 FM. We'll be right back.
One of the great things about working with Summit Contracting is that we are the farm builders. We build premium grain systems and any structure that goes on your farm. It's never too early to start a project. We'll create a layout to ensure your structures are perfectly placed for today and the future. Let's get started on your farm project at buildsummit.com.
That moment when you...
Welcome back to the Oahe Federal Credit Union Press Box. Oahe Federal Credit Union, where people are worth more than money.
We are started in the fourth quarter. The Govs shaved 3 off of the halftime lead, but still trail by 10 as we enter this fourth period. Lennox Dupree looking for a shot, gets it inside to Elise Christofferson, too far underneath, misses. Sawyer Stabner pushing the ball for the Kernels. Good effort that time by Grace Richter, but she runs into Stabner and gets the foul called on her. That's her third. Oh, I'm sorry, that's her first. I was marking the wrong player on that one. So 1 foul for Richter. Inbound shot blocked, excuse me. And Van Overshield tries for the jumper and is rejected by Lennox Dupree. It's going to stay here, though, as it goes out of bounds. The Kernels inbound play. Get it to Sawyer Stabner. Sizes the defense up. She's a good ball handler. And those handles trying to create some offense as Addie Simpson gets it and back to Stabner. So Stabner, you can find her on the post. You can find her on the point. She tries to drive. Holds on to it, drives once again, off balance, puts it up. She lost her balance, was expecting contact, didn't find any. And here come the Governors. A foul on Mitchell. Their first of the quarter. It'll be on Addie Simpson. Her second. Inbound Pierre. Dupree, three-pointer up. Buries it. Lennox Dupree's first three-pointer of the game. And it's now 39-32. Good defense by Ryan Berry. The Pierre bench thinks it was a clean steal, but it's Berry who's called for the foul. Oh, excuse me, they called that. Yes, it was on Ryan Berry. Just her first foul. Inbound, tapped away. Elise Christopherson comes up with the loose ball, but she loses control and is picked up by Meyerink, and the Kernels have possession once again. Van Overshield tries the middle of the lane. She goes all the way, draws some contact. I believe Terwilliger is going to get called for the foul here. It is. That is number 4 on Reese Terwilliger, so that'll put Lauren Van Overshield at the line, and she will, looks like, play with those 4 fouls. We're in the fourth quarter, 6.5 left. Reese Terwilliger only has 2 on the offensive end. She's played a big role defensively, and a couple up and good for Van Overshield. 1 out of 2, excuse me, for Van Overshield. 40-32, Mitchell leads here in the fourth quarter, 6:20 left. Ryan Berry tries from 3, just off the front rim, rebounded by Simpson and the Kernels. She's able to get out of some pressure, and Van Overshield and the Kernels will try to reset and absorb some clock here with an 8-point lead with 6 minutes left in the game. Milking the clock again. Addie Simpson goes left hand in the middle. No good. Terwilliger comes up with the board. Kicks it to Dupree, who pushes it up. Richter off the board and good. Grace Richter off of a nice pass from Lennox Dupree. They didn't have numbers. She pushed the ball. We'll take a quick timeout and be right back. You're listening to Governor Basketball on KGFX.
Health, happiness, and home. Hi, this is Tara Sun.
Realize your furnace is stone cold busted. We're talking a real put on every sweater you own, I can't feel my feet, penguin predicament. But fear not, there's an expert for that.
Let your local heating experts at Pites Service Experts keep you warm with $50 off any furnace repair.
Like it toasty? There's an expert for that.
Call Pites Service Experts at 866-EXPERTS. See website for license details.
Synergy Sign Company, the area's newest sign company in Platte. We offer signage solutions for your business, from custom signs and banners to digital displays, autographics, and more. We'll help your business create a memorable impression. Synergy Sign Company, from custom signs to digital displays. Give us a call at 605-337-2686 or visit us online at synergysignco.com.
Welcome back to the Oahe Federal Credit Union Press Box. Oahe Federal Credit Union, where people are worth more than money.
Right now. Thank you for that Agtegra timeout, by the way. Little pressure in the backcourt, but Sawyer Stabner breaks it. And Mitchell, loses the ball. Good defense that time by Graceland Taylor, who gets it to Dupree. Back to Christopherson. Loose ball, she collects it. And now they'll run the offense through Ryan Berry. Another defensive steal for these Governors, causing problems in the second half with their intensity. You can definitely tell. Drive by Terwilliger, up and good. She's fouled on the way up, so the and one opportunity for Reese Terwilliger, her second field goal of the game. Foul called on Addie Simpson. That's her third foul. So Reese Terwilliger from the free throw stripe. Ooh, trying to make it a one-possession game, cannot. Still a 4-point lead for Mitchell as we enter the last 5 minutes of this game. It's the closest it's been since the first quarter. Mitchell trying to use some clock again. An entry pass out of bounds, but tipped away by Terwilliger. It's going to stay. Wait. Yeah, it's going to stay with Mitchell. Carson White to inbound. 4-point lead. Mitchell not focusing on offense. They're really trying to use some clock and have not been in a rhythm offensively since Pierre has upped this energy on defense. Simpson loses control of the ball, collected though by the Kernels. Entry pass goes awry. Pierre comes up with it. They've got a chance to make this a one-possession ball game. Elise Christofferson surprised by that pass, but keeps possession. There's Lennox Dupree on the right side, looking for something. Tries to drive, trips on her way in, and a foul called on Mitchell as Dupree tries to force the issue. Fouls on Lauren Van Overshield, her third. So 3 fouls on the Mitchell Kernels now with 4:20 left. 40-36, down by 4. Pierre trying to work their way back into this game. Taylor for 3! A big shot from the corner, Graceland Taylor. We've got a 1-point game, 40-39. Tapped away by Lennox Dupree. Goes right hand off the board, and Pierre has the lead, 41-40. Big sequence of events. Mitchell trying to get back on the board, and Lauren Van Overshield gives them the lead back temporarily with a fast break rebound. 42-41. Kernels up by a single point. The Govs using that defense, that pressure to create offense here in this second half. They were down 13 points at halftime. Shot by Barry, no good. Rebounded by the Kernels, who have a 1-point lead. They have erased that 13-point lead, took the lead, and now trail by 1 point. We'll take another Actegra timeout. Acres Ahead can maximize your farm's earning potential straight from the start. Contact your local Actegra cooperative today. We'll be right back.
Gliding to the basket, out to 3, Jay Hayes, good. And Eric Glenn wants to stop the music.
Allied Plumbing and Heating is your contact for business, farm, commercial, and residential plumbing needs located in Pierre. No job is too big or small for Allied. Put our over 50 years of experience to work for you. At Allied Plumbing and Heating, the only surprise we want for our customers is how fast they get the job done. That's why we offer free estimates on every single service, no hidden charges. Give them a call today at Allied Plumbing and Heating. Remember, you can rely on your allies.
Welcome back to the Oahe Federal Credit Union Press Box. Oahe Federal Credit Union, where people are worth more than money.
By just a single point, their first lead since the beginning of this game. Mitchell working the inside, kicks it back out to Addie Simpson. 13 on the shot clock, corner shot. Stabner, no good. Rebounded by Taylor. Now Pierre down 1, 2:52 left in this game. Had the lead for a brief second in the fourth. Lennox Dupree back on the court. She's got something stuffed up her nose to prevent I would guess, a nosebleed. Seems to not be affecting her. She has played an excellent second half here. Leads the Govs with 13 points. 6 on the shot clock. Elise Christofferson back to Taylor. 1 second. And they let the shot clock run out. Looking for a good shot. Mitchell played great ball defense that time and stays with that 1 point lead with 2:19 left. And now possession of the ball. So the Kernels have been trying to milk the clock most of the second half with a big lead. Now looking for some offense. Addie Simpson with control, hands off to Stabner. Stabner leads the Kernels with 13 points, tries to attack, off balance, no good, but there is a foul on the play. Let's see who it's against. It's going to be on Graceland Taylor. Third foul for her, and that's number 4, but it's a shooting foul for Stabner, so they'll have shooting fouls from here on out. Stabner sinks the first free throw. Sawyer Stabner now with 14, the leading scorer in this game. Right around her average, makes both of those. And now a three-point lead, 44-41, under 2 minutes now. Pierre looking to get back on top. They had a 1-point lead briefly around the 3-minute mark. Christofferson being hounded by the Kernel defense. The intensity up on both teams. Batted pass by Simpson, collected by Taylor. Barry looking inside, gets it to Christofferson. 5 on the shot clock. Barry kicks it. Christofferson for 3! Elise Christofferson buries it for 3, tying this ball game up. Steal! Lennox Dupree with the steal to Ryan Barry. And the block is called on her way up. Simpson thought she had good position, but what a 3-point basket by Elise Christofferson to tie this thing up. 1:14 now left in the fourth quarter. We are all tied up as Ryan Barry goes to the free throw line for 2. Up and good. Ryan Barry puts the Governors in front, 45-44. Barry buries both of them. 2-point lead for the Govs. A quick 5-0 run before Lauren Van Overshield signals for a timeout. We'll keep it right here at the Corn Palace. We've got a good one. In case you haven't been with us the whole game, at halftime, Mitchell led 29-16. That's right, a 13-point lead, a 10-point lead coming into this fourth quarter. But in the fourth quarter, the Pierre Governors have clawed their way back, to say the least. 17 points so far in this fourth quarter. Mitchell's only been able to muster 5. And in this fourth quarter, Lennox Dupree playing a big role, hit a big 3-point shot, got a steal and a 2-point shot to take the lead 41-40, and then got another steal to help them take another lead after Elise Christofferson hit a 3-point basket. Some big shots by the Govs here late in the game to take a 2-point lead against the number 2 seed Mitchell Kernels. Glad to have you along. Thanks for listening to KGFX 1060 AM and 103.1 FM. I'm Jason Andera at the Corn Palace. Mitchell will inbound. 1:08 left on the clock. 2 points down are the Kernels. Addie Simpson trying to break the press. Tries to get it across. Almost deterred by Graceland Taylor. They'll take possession. Under a minute now. Stabner guarded by Christofferson. And Ryan Barry with the reach. She's going to get called for her second foul. And that's team foul number 5, which will put Sawyer Stabner at the line. Stabner with 15 so far in this game. Has made 2 shots, both of them free throws here in this fourth quarter. There's number 3. 46-45, Mitchell trails by just 1. Second one up, off the rim and good. Sawyer Stabner ties this ball game up at 46 with 46 seconds left to play. Lennox Dupree double teamed, gets it back to Ryan Barry. Elise Christofferson holds. About 14 seconds between the game and shot clock. Pierre looking for a good shot. Gets it inside. Good look for Reese Terwilliger, who banks it off and takes a 2-point lead. 48-46, Pierre with the lead. 20 seconds left. Van Overshield gets it across the timeline. Shot clock off. Down 2. Kick to Van Overshield for 3. Up and good! 1-point lead, Kernels. 3.9 seconds left on the clock, and a timeout taken by the Pierre Governors. What a shot by Lauren Van Overshield from the right corner. A cold-blooded three-pointer. They were down by 2. She took the open 3 to take a 1-point lead. So the Governors down 1, 3.9 seconds. They're reviewing to make sure the time on the clock is correct. 1 timeout remaining for Pierre. They're going to change it to 4.8 on the clock. So 4.8 seconds on the clock. They'll inbound from under the Mitchell hoop. One point down, both teams. Any fouls here means 2 free throws. So, guessing Dave Brooks reminded his team, hey, no fouls here. And Pierre with 4.8 seconds to advance the ball up the court. We'll see if they use their final timeout. They do after they see the setup on defense. Kirk Bebout takes his final timeout. So it'll be a 30-second timeout. 17 points for Sawyer Stabner, 13 points for Lennox Dupree. No timeouts left for Pierre, as they have 4.8 ticks left on the clock, down 1 point to the 15-1 Mitchell Kernels. Pierre riding a 3-game winning streak, number 6 in the state right now. A win like this would help vault them up the standings. They were down, remember, 13 points at halftime and have chipped away at that lead, especially in this fourth quarter. A big fourth quarter. 3-pointers from Graceland Taylor, Lennox Dupree, and Elise Christopherson have vaulted them right back into this ball game. So they can move down the baseline now. 4.8 seconds. Inbounding is Christopherson, gets it to Barry. Barry pushes it up the court. 2-1, Dupree for 3, offline. A good look for Lennox Dupree. Was leaning a bit to her left and missed it a bit to her left. The Mitchell Kernels get out of the Corn Palace with a 1-point victory. What a comeback by the Pierre Governors. We'll take a quick break. The scoreboard brought to you by Wegner Auto, the one place to go. The Mitchell Kernels 49, the Pierre Governors 48. We'll be right back.
The team at Dental in Pierre and Gettysburg are devoted to spending time with each patient to answer all questions and address any concerns that arise. Family Dental wants all their current and future patients to feel welcome and comfortable and to have the healthiest, best-looking smile possible. They can take care of all your family's dental needs with cleanings, checkups, implants, same-day crowns, and many other dental services. Dr. Ryan Jensen welcomes new patients. Family Dental in Pierre and Gettysburg, caring for all your family's dental.
There's an app for everything, including high school sports from the stations of DRG Media Group. Download the DRG News app from the App Store or Google Play. It takes only a moment, so you'll have it to replay this game. See live and archived video of all games. And when you select your favorite station during the live stream, the video will immediately pop up. See Central South Dakota High School sports on your phone or mobile device with the DRG News app. Download it now from the App Store or Google Play.
For reliable, safe, efficient, and economical electrical work, call Ferding Electric. Ferding Electric staffs licensed, knowledgeable electricians to help you with all your electrical projects. New construction, rewires, or upgrades, residential or commercial, Ferding Electric knows how to get the job done right. Call Ferding Electric at 224-8684. Stop in at 2903 East Elizabeth, just off the truck bypass. See Ferding.com or find them on Facebook. Ferding Electric, licensed electricians, quality service, and dependable products since 1956. Cooked to perfection. Hand-cut steaks, delicious seafood, pastas, burgers, and more. Combine all that and you are at the River Run Restaurant and Bar inside the Ramkota. Come discover the great food and atmosphere with great menu options. You have dining choices. Make the River Run Restaurant the top of your priority list. Get hooked at the River Run Restaurant inside the Ramkota. A wonderful dining experience. Open Tuesday through Saturday from 5 to 9 p.m.
Welcome back. What a game. 49-48, the Mitchell Kernels eke a victory out in the Corn Palace. A triumphant comeback by the Pierre Governors, who were down 13 points at halftime. Took the lead in the fourth quarter 2 different times, but the Mitchell Kernels down by 2 as the closing seconds hit. It was Lauren Van Overshield who had a 3-point basket for Mitchell to put them up by 2, and with just under 5 seconds to play, Pierre pushed the ball down the court, got a last-second look from Lennox Dupree, who was just offline to the left. Still a great effort as Pierre falls to 12-6, but they've got to be proud the way they played in this ball game. This post-game show brought to you by Family Dental of Pierre and Gettysburg. It has been a lot of fun watching these Pierre Governors. You can tell the difference between that first and second half was defensive intensity. They came out and played great defense in the second half, and boy, did it pay off as they held Mitchell to 20 points in that second half, and they themselves, the Pierre Governors, scored 32 points in that second half. So a huge effort from the Govs got them back into this game, but in the end, the Mitchell Kernels take a 1-point win. We will come back and give you our player of the game and hopefully get to talk to Kirk Bebout. I will take a look and see if we can find him for our next segment, and we'll be back in just a minute.
When you need building supplies, there's no need to go anywhere except to Bauman Lumber in Fort Pierre. Bauman Lumber is locally owned and offers quality products, expert advice, free estimates, and free local delivery for large or small projects. Whether it's a home improvement project, remodel job, or all new construction, they even welcome special orders. Quality building materials and affordable prices for residential or commercial projects can be found at Bauman Lumber, 1223 Sale Barn Road, Fort Pierre, or call 223-9762.
Wagner Auto Company, South Dakota's oldest auto dealer in Pierre, is your transportation headquarters in central South Dakota. With a great selection of new Buick, GMC, Chrysler, Dodge, Ram, and Jeep vehicles, and a large selection of quality pre-owned cars, trucks, and SUVs. View their entire inventory at WagnerAuto.com. Experience the Wagner Auto difference for yourself by letting them help you with your next set of wheels. Wagner Auto Company in Pierre.
Welcome back. The Corn Palace still has energy and electricity running through it as the Kernels found a way to stave off the visiting Pierre Governors. They got the 1-point win, 49-48. A couple of big shots in those final moments to decide the game. The player of the game brought to you by Bauman Lumber. We're going to give it to the Pierre Governors. Lennox Dupree, 13 points for her, but her big second half included a 3-pointer, a couple of field goals, but more importantly, her defense. She was amazing as she got back into this game, leading the defense as they found a way to get back into this one. I see Kirk over there. I'm going to try to grab him before he gets away. But tremendous effort. It makes me wonder what was said at halftime, because they came out a different team in the second half, played so well with their defense creating offense. So 49-48, the Kernels avoid a 2-game losing streak. I'm going to take a quick 1-minute break while I go find Kirk.
Living with less pain means living at your best. But an action-packed life can wear your body down. Avera Orthopedics keeps you moving with total joint replacements for pain you don't have to live with. Find relief with the region's largest orthopedic physician team of specialized surgeons so you can keep moving forward. Avera, moving health forward. Learn more at avera.org/totaljoint.
For community.
From the early days of South Dakota statehood through today's digital revolution, BankWest has remained committed to helping customers and communities succeed. BankWest Associates uphold this commitment by developing innovative products, tailoring financial solutions to customer needs, and actively supporting community causes. For a bank committed to helping you and your community prosper, choose BankWest. BankWest, convenient, connected, committed. Member FDIC.
Welcome back to the Corn Palace. Jason Andera on KGFX alongside head coach Kirk Bebout. Kirk, obviously a tale of two halves, right? Tell me the difference. I know what I saw, but what did you see?
Oh, I just think energy and determination. I mean, I don't think, it's never a case of like they're not ready to play or they don't want to play. It's not that. It's just sometimes you have it's such a fine edge, you know what I mean? And we weren't there to start, and then they decided, I was proud of the girls because they had two choices. They could just, kind of lay down and accept it, or they could fight. And they did exactly, what I would expect this group to do, which is fight, and they gave themselves an opportunity to win. So, yeah, I was super proud of them. And, I just think it was just a fine line was the difference between the two halves. We just had a different mentality about being attacking and playing basketball.
First half, you guys sank just one three-pointer. In the second half, you were able to get some production, not only from a one player, but from several players on the arc. That put a charge into the team as well.
Yeah, I think we were settling or everyone was trying to make the play themselves in the first half a little bit. Not selfishly, they just wanted to help the team, and that was their way that they thought that they could do that, and we just needed to settle down a little bit and start playing together and working for a better shot, make them play defense for a little bit. And then when we did that, we started getting open looks for people, and like you said, spread it out, and everyone was making plays and contributing.
Let's talk about the final moments of the game. They came down. They found a way to get a three-point basket open. You guys, I thought, did a really good job of defending Sawyer Stabner in that final possession, but they just made a really good shot.
Yeah, that's what it comes down to, right? So we feel terrible because, it's just like it's like an inch, you know what I mean? So, our shot on the other end, it goes another inch and it probably banks in, and we feel like we're, amazing, and now we feel horrible because we lost, you know what I mean? So, but that's basketball. That's part of it, and that's part of life. So, learning experience for us, and it stinks, but like I said, the fact that we put ourselves in a position like that, that's a good sign for us. And you got to take you got to keep perspective. If we had won, that would felt great, but we got to come back and get better. So you just got to keep moving forward.
Yeah, following up on those last couple of seconds, you took a timeout to reset, and it looked like you came back a little deeper, but it looked like you got the shot you wanted.
Yeah, the first time I was thinking if they're up guarding us tight, we might be able to draw a charge and shoot a couple free throws that way, but they weren't up guarding us tight, so then I took the second one, and we practiced that play quite a bit, and that's kind of exactly the look that we wanted to get, honestly. So, we got a good look. They did get a good contest on it, so, but we'll take that look in that situation, and yeah, it was good execution. The play before that, our girls executed really well down the stretch too. We ran a play and got Reese a layup to put us up 2 before they hit the 3. So I thought, we kept our composure and ran some good stuff and had some good looks.
It was an absolute pleasure watching you guys come back in this game. Thank you, Kirk, for a great effort and a great game, and good luck, and we'll see you on Tuesday.
All right, thanks. Appreciate it.
Kirk Bebout, head coach of the Pierre Governors, as they take a 49-48 loss in this one, but like he said, just a couple of inches separating this from a tremendous comeback. They were down by 13 at halftime, cut it to a 10-point deficit going into the fourth quarter, and then took the lead late in this game before finally losing after Lauren Van Overshield hits a big three-point basket with just about 5 seconds on the clock. It was a tremendous game, fun to watch. We will come back for one more segment to wrap this one up here at the Corn Palace. Mitchell 49, Pierre 48. We'll be right back.
For communication services you can count on, call Venture Communications in Highmore. Venture Communications offers the finest in communication services with high-speed internet phone services with voicemail and caller ID products, cable TV, digital and high-definition TV service, DVR service, and wireless cellular phone plans. And they're proud to be the sponsor of KMLO Player of the Game, the Venture Communications Player of the Game. Listen for it during high school sports action, 100.7 KMLO.
From the early days of South Dakota statehood through today's digital revolution, BankWest has remained committed to helping customers and communities succeed. BankWest associates uphold this commitment by developing innovative products, tailoring financial solutions to customer needs, and actively supporting community causes. For a bank committed to helping you and your community prosper, choose BankWest. BankWest, convenient, connected, committed. Member FDIC.
South Dakota